Have you ever felt like something just isn't right? Like you're walking through your days, but something heavy is clinging to you, dragging you down, and no matter how hard you try, you can't shake it. You're not paranoid. You're not imagining things. Sometimes, the invisible forces around us are very real, and they may not always be working in your favor. Before we go any further, if you're someone who wants to understand life on a deeper level, who believes in self-awareness, emotional strength, and finding clarity even in chaos, then you're in the right place. Subscribe to the channel and like this video, not just because it's a habit, but because what you're about to learn could literally change your love life, your mental peace, and the energy surrounding you. And stick around till the end, because these signs, you might have missed them before, but after this, you'll never ignore them again. Let's take a journey of awareness, self-protection, and truth. Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic emperor of Rome, once said, "The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it. But what if our thoughts are no longer our own? What if someone's trying to change that universe, using energies we don't even see?" Today we unravel 5 undeniable signs someone might be doing witchcraft on you, and more importantly, how to free yourself from it. But to truly understand this, let's build the why. Let's go back to where this all begins. The power of energy and intention. Marcus Aurelius believed in reason, but also in the unseen order of nature. He knew that what we feed our minds, the thoughts we allow in, shape our reality. But thoughts can be planted, and witchcraft isn't always about black cats, cauldrons, or flying broomsticks. Sometimes it's about someone fixated on you. Sometimes it's a jealous ex, a friend turned foe, or someone who thinks you've wronged them, and they want the universe to punish you for it. Here's the truth. Witchcraft is energy manipulation, and energy, my friend, is real. You feel it when someone walks into a room. You feel it when someone's talking about you, even when they're not there. But how do you know if someone's directing that energy at you with harmful intent? Sign number 1, repeating nightmares or disturbing dreams. Do you remember that night when you first dreamt about them? Maybe it was early in the relationship, when you were still texting until 2 a.m., saying things like, "I can't believe how fast I'm falling for you." Do you remember how it felt to dream about someone and wake up with a smile, feeling like your heart belonged to them, even when they weren't physically there? Now ask yourself this: when did those dreams turn dark? When did you start waking up in the middle of the night, heart racing, yet not from love, but from fear? You see, when love turns toxic, or when someone doesn't want to let you go, their energy doesn't always leave quietly. Some people hold on, not with their hands, but with their thoughts, with their intentions. And when someone's obsessed, angry, jealous, or even secretly wishing harm upon you, their energy can seep into your dreams, twisting the love that once brought peace into a cycle of emotional torment. If you've been having repeating nightmares, and especially ones where you're being chased, you're trapped somewhere. You see disturbing symbols, shadows, or people you've never met. You wake up feeling drained, heavy, or anxious. That's not just a bad night's sleep. That's your soul trying to tell you something is wrong. And maybe, just maybe, it's not coming from you. Let me ask you something. Do your dreams ever take place in the home you used to share with that person? Do they appear in ways that feel too real, too vivid, like you're not dreaming at all? Do you wake up, look around your room, and feel like someone else has been there? If that hits a little too close, you're not alone. Many people targeted through spiritual energy experience this exact thing. Why? Because our subconscious is the gateway to our soul. And when someone tries to reach you energetically, your dreams are the front line. But here's the truth: you are not defenseless. Even Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic, believed that we could shape our internal world, even when the outer world tried to collapse. So tonight, before you go to bed, I want you to say this: no one enters my dreams without my permission. I reclaim my sleep. I reclaim my peace. Only love is welcome here. Say it from the heart. Because your dreams are yours. And no one, no matter how broken or bitter, has the right to steal your rest. You've been haunted enough. And now, it's time to wake up, not just from the dream, but from the spell. Sign number 2. Sudden, unexplained illness or fatigue. Have you ever loved someone so deeply that their absence started to feel like a sickness? Not just heartache, but actual physical exhaustion? Let me ask you something. Do you remember the first time they hugged you? That feeling of safety, of warmth? You could be tired, drained from the day, but the moment they touched you, it felt like the whole world paused. Their energy charged you. But now without them, or worse, After what they did to you, your body feels like it's fighting something invisible. You wake up tired, like you didn't even sleep. Your head aches out of nowhere. Your chest feels heavy, and no, it's not anxiety. It's like a weight that follows you around. Your limbs, they're sluggish, and even when you rest, there's no real relief. You've checked everything. Your diet, your sleep, even your medical reports. But everything comes back normal. They say you're fine, but you know you're not. This one isn't just physical, this is energetic exhaustion. And if you've been thinking about that person a lot lately, or you've been trying to move on, but something keeps pulling you back emotionally or spiritually, there's a real chance that they're still tied to you. Not just in memory, but in intention. And in some cases, they might even be practicing something deeper, darker. You see, when someone sends negative energy toward you, whether out of obsession, revenge, jealousy, or heartbreak, that energy has to go somewhere. And often it enters through your most vulnerable place, your physical body. Marcus Aurelius once said, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it." But he never said to ignore the signs, because if your body is suddenly aching without cause, if your energy drops for no reason, if being around certain people drains you faster than hours at the gym, that's not coincidence. That's your soul waving a red flag. So now let me ask you this. What if that person you loved, the one who said, "I'll never hurt you," is still hurting you silently? What if, knowingly or not, they've bound their energy to yours in a way that's making you sick? You don't owe them any more of your light. You don't owe anyone the health of your spirit. Your energy is sacred, and it's time to protect it. Start by taking a salt bath. Light a candle. Say this aloud. "I call all parts of my energy back to me. I release any heaviness that does not belong to me. I choose health. I choose peace. I choose me." Because love isn't supposed to feel like illness, and if it does, you might not just be heartbroken. You might be under spiritual attack. Sign number 3. Objects around you breaking or going missing repeatedly. Have you ever been sitting alone, thinking about them, the one who broke your heart, when suddenly, something in your room fell for no reason? A picture frame crashes to the floor. Your favorite necklace, on the one they gave you, goes missing for days, only to reappear in a place you know you already checked. Or your phone glitches, lights flicker, a glass shatters out of nowhere. You tell yourself it's just coincidence, just bad luck. But what if it's not? What if your home, your sacred space, is responding to something you can't see? Let me take you back. Do you remember the first gift they ever gave you? Was it a necklace, a hoodie, a book filled with little notes from them? And do you remember the feeling when you first held it? It wasn't just a thing. It was a piece of them that they wanted you to keep. But energy doesn't disappear when love fades. In fact, when love turns into obsession, jealousy, or pain, those objects become anchors, gateways, especially if someone is consciously working with dark energy. Those objects, or even memories, can be used as spiritual tools to keep a connection alive. And the universe? It tries to warn you. That's why you start seeing things break or vanish. The light bulbs flicker, not because they're old, but because your energy field is clashing with something unnatural. That necklace you lost wasn't just lost. It was pulled into the shadows for a moment because its vibration changed, and your intuition already knows this. So let me ask you, have you recently had something break right after thinking about them? Do you keep finding things in places you know they weren't before? Do you feel a chill, a heaviness whenever it happens, like the room just shifted? That's not your imagination. That's your inner guidance screaming at you. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." And the soul can also absorb the colors of the thoughts others send us, especially when they're dark. But you're not powerless. The next time something breaks, don't get scared, get aware. Take a deep breath and say, "I cut all energetic cords connected to fear, obsession, and control. Any energy not from love and light must leave now. My space is protected. My spirit is sovereign." This isn't just about losing objects. It's about losing yourself, piece by piece, and now calling yourself back. Sign number 4. Animals acting strange around you. Have you ever noticed how animals react when you're not okay, even when you're smiling on the outside? Maybe it was your dog who suddenly wouldn't come near you like he used to, or your cat, staring at the corner of your room as if something was there, something you couldn't see. Or maybe a bird flew into your window not once, but twice, just days after they messaged you again. At first you brush it off. You tell yourself it's just a dog, just a coincidence, just weird timing. But what if it's not? Let me take you back not to when you were still in love. Remember those nights when you'd lie with them, wrapped up in each other, and your pet would curl up at your feet, peaceful, safe, still? That's because animals feel energy. They know when the space is soft, or when it's not. Now fast forward, the love is gone, or it turned into something heavy, something that lingers even after they're no longer around. And now, your dog growls at the empty hallway. Your cat refuses to enter your bedroom. Stray animals stop and stare at you when you walk by, like they sense something following behind you. Because they do. See, when someone is trying to send dark energy your way, whether through witchcraft, spiritual manipulation, or even obsessive thought, animals know before you do. They aren't confused by logic. They don't gaslight themselves. They respond to frequency. So when your energy field changes, when something uninvited starts clinging to you, they react. You might feel off, but they see it. Let me ask you, has your pet been acting distant, nervous? Do they seem suddenly depressed or sick for no reason? Do they bark or meow at things that aren't there? That's not paranoia. That's a warning. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Look well into thyself. There is a source of strength which will always spring up, if thou wilt always look." And part of looking within is listening to the signs around you, even the furry four-legged ones. So if your pet has been acting strange, don't ignore it. Instead, protect both of you. Hold your pet close, light a white candle, and say this: "This space is shielded in love and light. No harm may enter here. I protect all who live in my home, my body, mind, and soul." Your pet has been trying to tell you something, and now you're ready to listen. Because this story, your story, it deserves a peaceful ending. But it's not over yet. Stay with me, because the next sign will make your heart race in a way you haven't felt since they first whispered, "I'll never leave you." Sign number 5, feeling like you're being watched or followed, even when alone. Have you ever felt eyes on you? When no one was there? Not just paranoia, but that deep, crawling sense that someone is watching you. Let me ask you this. Do you remember how it felt when they used to look at you? Really look at you? Maybe it was during dinner, or while you were just brushing your teeth, and they'd say, "I can't stop staring at you." Back then, it made your heart flutter. You felt seen, wanted, loved. But now, that feeling of being watched doesn't feel romantic anymore. It feels haunting. Maybe you catch something out of the corner of your eye. Maybe your skin prickles when you're alone in a room. Maybe you start looking over your shoulder, even though no one's there. Or maybe it's worse. You feel that presence most when you think of them. Why? Because thoughts are energy, and obsession is a kind of tether. If someone is doing witchcraft on you, if they're trying to manipulate your spirit, keep control, or stay connected through spiritual means, one of the first symptoms you'll feel is that invisible gaze, not from the outside, but from within your field. You're not imagining it. You're not too sensitive. You're picking up on something very real. Do you find yourself avoiding mirrors? Do certain corners of your room feel colder than others? Have you ever felt like someone was standing right behind you, but when you turned around, nothing? That's not nothing. That's residual energy. And in many cases, it's been sent with intention. Because sometimes, when someone can't let go of you emotionally, especially if they're using spiritual tools, spells or rituals, their energy lingers. It watches, it waits, and it feeds on your attention. But here's the thing. You don't have to keep living under that shadow. You don't have to keep wondering if you're crazy, or if maybe it's all in your head, because it's not. Even Marcus Aurelius said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." And the same applies when reclaiming your peace. So tonight, whether you're feeling that presence or not, I want you to say this: I'm not watched. I am not followed. I am shielded in divine protection. All cords of fear and control are cut. I walk in peace. I sleep in peace. I live in peace. Because love was never meant to feel like surveillance. And just because someone once had your heart, doesn't mean they still have a right to your spirit. You're not alone. You're waking up. And this is the moment you start walking back into your power. But don't go yet. How to free yourself, starting now. So what can you do if any of this sounds familiar? Start by following 3 Stoic-inspired principles with a protective twist. 1. Cleanse your space and your spirit. Use sage, incense, or sound, like chimes or bowls, to clear stagnant energy. But more importantly, speak aloud your intention. Say, "Any energy not sent in love must leave now. I revoke all access to my spirit." This is not superstition. This is spiritual hygiene. 2. Return to your power. Marcus wrote, "You have within you right now everything you need to deal with whatever the world can throw at you." Take back your mornings, journal, pray, meditate. Visualize a golden shield around your body. Ask for protection from whatever higher force you believe in. Consistency is key. Witchcraft feeds on weakness. Your strength starves it. 3. Cut energetic ties. If you suspect a specific person, stop contact. Don't stalk their socials. Don't engage even mentally, because attention is fuel. Burn old items, letters, or gifts if needed. Energetic ties often cling to physical things. Free your space and your energy will follow. You are not powerless. You are not cursed. You are a spiritual being having a human experience, and sometimes that means defending your energy like a warrior. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire, yet he never stopped journaling. He never stopped reflecting or seeking clarity or protecting his peace. He wrote for himself, to remind himself that the mind must be stronger than the chaos around it. And now you must do the same. Don't let fear take over. Let awareness set you free. So, was this just a coincidence? Or was this the message you were meant to hear? Either way, you've heard it now, and you can't unknow it. Make your next move count. Subscribe if you found truth here. Like the video if your eyes have been opened. And share this with someone who's been feeling off lately. They might be under spiritual attack and not even know it. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.